Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Ackerman, and in today's video we're going to be talking about my top 5 best weapons in Valheim. I've been playing this game for a while now, and if you've been watching my channel then you're fully aware, and I've done quite a few tutorials and weapon guides. Now in this video I'm going to be talking about these 5 weapons, and we're going to talk about their stats, their max stats, and also how to craft. So sit back, enjoy. But before we go ahead, if you could please just like the video, it will help it grow in the YouTube algorithm. Pop a comment below, see if you agree or whether you'd change any of these weapons. Let's have a chat. And if you could please subscribe, that would be absolutely amazing. Right, now the first weapon, number 5, is this one here. So it's the black metal, I'm going to call it a spear. Now, what I love about this weapon is it just looks absolutely awesome. It's really cool, and it's really good for keeping the enemies away. Now this weapon, if you didn't know, if you click in the middle of the mouse, your scroll button, it's got a special attack, and he sort of spins and he can hit multiple enemies and get them out the way, as well as the normal pierce damage as well. So it's a really nice versatile weapon. Now in here I do have a couple of skeletons to show, so if you're surrounded, hit the middle button. It's really effective. Do it again and it just keeps them away from you. It's a really good weapon to use. Now the stats on this, got the pierce damage of 105. Now that's a really good percentage. Block power of 10, parry force of 40, parry bonus times 3, knockback of 30, and a backstab of times 3. So great little weapon to use against multiple enemies, and it looks really cool. So to craft this weapon, now in case you didn't know how to make a black metal spear, you just need 10 fine wood, 30 black metal. Now if you haven't got black metal yet, all you need to do is when you're in the plains biome, you will come across fillings, which are like goblin-like creatures. Once you kill them, they will drop black metal scraps. Once you get the black metal scraps, you just need to pop it into a blast furnace, and that will create black metal. The other one is the linen thread. To get that, it's in the same place where you get the black metal. It's in the Fulling village, the goblin villages, and in the goblin villages you'll see flax. It looks a bit like hay and it grows out of the ground. Once you collect that, you just need to put it into a spinning wheel. Nice and easy. So I fully upgraded this weapon, and what changed? So the pierce damage changed from 105 to 123, and the parry force changed from 40 to 55. Now the next weapon on the list is the black metal axe. Now the reason for the black metal axe is because you can do so much of it. You can chop down wood, you can kill enemies, and the best thing is it's very Viking-like, and it is a Viking game. Now let's open this up. I mean, look at the damage. 100 and it's just, that was a sneak one, but it's just so good. I know they're only skeletons, but it's just to show you a couple of attacks. But it's a really good weapon to use. Chop trees down with it. You can, attack enemies. It's very good. The slash damage is 95, so it's got a really high slash damage. Block power of 20. Parry force is nothing, unfortunately. Parry bonus times 2. Knockback of 60. And a backstab times 3. Now to craft the black metal axe isn't that hard really. It's kind of the same as the previous weapon. You just need 6 fine wood, 20 black metal and 5 linen thread. So nice and easy. Now I fully upgraded the black metal axe, and the only thing that seemed to have changed is the slash damage. It's gone up to 110, which is pretty good, so it is kind of worthwhile doing if you just want to increase your damage further. Now before we talk about the top 3, I would just like to thank Server Pro for sponsoring this video. This video is sponsored by Server Pro. Server Pro offer you virtual private gaming servers that have the strength, speed and storage to host some of your favourite games like Valheim. They have a custom control panel with one-click easy installers. There are multiple choices ranging from 2 vCores to 6 vCores, and all VPS servers are running on the latest version of Ubuntu and all come with a root secure shell. So get your VPS server today, link in the description. The next weapon on the list is the silver sword. I love this sword. It's really cool. It looks incredible. But the best thing about it is it's got two types of damage. So it's got normal slash damage and it's got spirit damage. Now I'm going to show you the spirit damage. It's really good against sort of the undead. So if you're raiding caves in the swamp or in the Black Forest, then it's really good to take this item with you. Now I'm going to show you. So if you attack one, oh, it did kill it straight away. But there you go. He's turning green. He's burning. That's the spirit damage. And it's doing it again there. So it's really good. It's really effective on them. One hit, one kill. And again, this item's level 1. So, the stats on this sword. Slash damage of 75. And then it's got that spirit damage, as you've just seen, of 30. Block power of 10. Parry force of 20. Parry bonus times 2. Knockback 40. And a backstab of times 3. So not bad. Now to craft this awesome sword, you just need 2 pieces of wood, 40 silver. Now silver's found in the mountain biome. Once you kill the 3rd boss, Bone Mass, he will drop something called a wishbone. And with a wishbone, it will detect iron ore in the mountain biome. And it will highlight on the ground. All you need to do is dig with your pickaxe and mine the silver ore. You'll also need 3 leather scraps and 5 pieces of iron. Now if you haven't had iron, they are found in sunken crypts in the swamps. You can't miss sunken crypts because they've got big green lanterns and iron gates. Now to get into the iron gates, you just need to kill the 2nd boss, the Elder. Now once you fully upgrade the silver sword, it turns into a bit of a powerhouse because it changes the slash damage from 75 to 93. It changes the spirit damage from 30 to 45. Block power stays the same, but the other thing that changes is the parry force changes from 20 to 35. So really worthwhile doing. Great weapon to use. Now the number 2 spot. I love this weapon to bits because it looks so aggressive. This is called the Porcupine. It's an absolute powerhouse. It's a great weapon to have. And I'll show you why. Now this weapon also has on your mouse, the middle button, the scroll button, it's got a special attack as well. And I'll show you. So it does like a yeet and it just knocks them. It's really, really good. And it does tons of damage. 180 damage just in one blow. It's absolutely amazing. There we go. And it just pretty much one-shots them. So great weapon to have, and it's one of my personal favourites. So let's check out the stats. So it's got blunt and pierce damage. So it's got 50 blunt damage, 25 pierce damage. Block power of 20, parry force of 30, parry bonus times 2. It's got a really good knockback of 90. That's really good. And a backstab of times 3. Now let's show you how to make it. Now to craft an awesome weapon like this, you're going to need 5 fine wood, 20 iron, 5 needle. Now to get needle, you need to kill Death Squeetos. Now I don't know why, I just love that name. Now they are located in the plains biome, and they are pretty much as they sound. They are basically like big mosquitoes. Once you kill them, they drop needle. And then you need 10 linen thread. Now when this awesome weapon is fully upgraded to level 4, the blunt damage for some reason stays the same, but the pierce damage changes from 45 to 63. The block power stays the same, but the parry force changes from 30 to 45, and the other bits all stay the same. And now, this is my personal favourite. This just looks incredible as well. As you can see, it's got this icicle sort of aura coming off of it, as you can see. Now this is called the Frostner, like I said, and it's got a couple of different types of damage with this weapon as well. Now I'm going to just use it on a couple of enemies outside to show you. Now what I love about this weapon is it's got frost damage. Now I'm going to demonstrate this to you now. So if I hit one, they sort of freeze. It's absolutely amazing, especially if you're fighting an enemy that, or a group of enemies, and you need to think, hang on a minute, I need to run. You can just hit them, they freeze, and you can run away. It's absolutely amazing. Such a good weapon to use. Let's check out the stats. And like I said, this weapon's got 3 types of damage. 35 blunt, 40 frost, and you've just seen that in effect, and it's super cool. And it's got 20 spirit damage. It's only got a block power of 10, parry force of 30, parry bonus times 2, and a really good knockback of 120, and a backstab of 3. So let's show you how to make this awesome weapon. Now, to get this awesome weapon, it might take you a little bit of time. You need 10 ancient bark. Now, ancient bark is those horrible rusticy trees that look like they're dying in the swamps biome. 30 silver. Now you need 5 Ymir flesh. Now to get that, you need to get it from the tradesman in the game called Holdor. Now, if you haven't found him, I can't tell you where he is because it's different for every player. But as soon as you find him, gold coins, which you've been collecting throughout your gameplay, you'll use to buy Ymir flesh and some other cool items as well. And then you need 5 freeze glands, which you'll get from killing drakes. Now they're like flying, small dragony type creatures, and again they're in the mountain biome. Now when this absolutely amazing weapon is fully upgraded, the changes are the blunt damage has stayed the same. The frost damage has changed from 40 to 58. The spirit damage stayed the same, and the other thing that did change is the parry force went from 30 to 45. So I hope you guys learnt something today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you enjoyed it or you found it useful, then please like the video and subscribe for more. It's quite interesting. This is my top 5. What would you choose? Would you keep the same top 5 or would you change it? Let me know. Be interesting. Drop it in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, all of you, and we'll see you soon.